We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
2nd and 9.
Throwing Jones. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jared Davis.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. 20! Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
On the carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And when I looked at, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike is
looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Watson off play action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they try the right side here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On the carry.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push thing. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Aldrich Rosas set to
now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Brings up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Jones going for Hurd on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again is Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Jones now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So that one will be accepted. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into...
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
They had tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
3-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones throwing on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10, the 40, the 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays. Coverage
has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. quarter. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Touchdown, Giants! Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Giants 19. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Very short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing on first down. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now Saquon Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. It's caught. Shepard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Jones throwing for it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Room here to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Jets 42, Giants 25.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Throwing now, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they take a knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.